This is another page. Sorry, do that again. Sorry, man.
Leave it in. Fine.
I was waiting to press start. You press play, and I was waiting for the start.
It did seem to hold on a little bit. It didn't seem
it's
to
a bit
go
of a
straight
delay.
away. Well, yeah.
Are we carrying on?
You want to get the air going?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So excuse the coughing.
We're going to carry on.
This is my patient that came through. So sorry for the pretty extreme start there.
I was sneezing at him yesterday.
So this is a patient who was having some issues with the hearing, a bit of itching in the ear. You know, we've got a bit of, and you know, you can see why. We've got all this kind of dry skin.
You've had a run of skin recently.
Loads of skin. I just had loads of skin. Must be the time of year. And here we go. You can see it's almost like all wrapped up.
Yeah.
And as we're pulling it out, it's all like unraveling. And we've got this softer kind of stickier, almost like plug of wax here now. So usually we see them kind of lined with the skin.
Yes.
And usually if you've managed to peel all that skin away, it usually pulls the plug out quite easily.
Yeah.
But we're not really kind of getting that grip here. I'm pretty sure I had the fine end on then just to see if I could get this loosened up. But this is the standard size on the tube here.
Brought out the big guys.
Put the big guns out
Yeah,
for this
big guns are out on this one.
Yeah, and there's a lot of hair in there as well. You can see it. Usually we see this from haircuts.
Yeah.
You know, the hair sometimes gets in.
Oh, that's a hard plug. I saw that move then. That whole thing was in there moving.
So I'm trying to just draw it forwards, but like kind of pull it to the side slightly to get it around this little bend.
It's that back section that looks really wide, and I think that's he's not coming out because of that, is he?
Oh, see, it's nice to see sometimes when you get the standard size tube on these softer plugs, you start to see it draw into the tube slowly, and that's normally a good sign that you've got a really good grip.
Yeah.
But on the other side of things, it usually tears them away if they're not that thick.
Yeah, if you've got that chunky section at the back there, you sometimes shear it when you. And a flat surface is much harder for us to work on than something that's maybe slightly a little bit more lumpy and bumpy. Yeah. We get much better grips. Well, it's on its way.
Yeah, slowly.
It's almost pulling that outer skin there forwards, isn't it? And drawing it with it. And
this, if I can remember, I keep saying, if I can remember, because these videos were done a few days ago. Sorry, guys. We've seen quite a few since then. But I think this ear canal was the narrower of the two as well. So a patient generally tends to have more issues with this particular ear.
Here it goes.
So it's on its way. You can see every little wiggle that we do now is drawing this forward slightly. Come on.
Oh,
I just can't get
that
grip.
awkward grip on there.
It's going to start rolling here now.
You can see it spinning around.
Yeah, here it comes.
Hey, there you go. Is there anything left behind? Yes, there is. Oh my God, there's still more in there.
It's still going.
Gosh.
I'm saying this to the patient, it's still coming.
Blinking heck, that goes in a fair way, doesn't it? God, that was a big old plug.
It's quite a big one.
I thought that was just going to be like a little flat piece at the end. That was massive.
So you could see the ear canal was nice and clear there afterwards. There was a little bit of staining from the oil and where the scented wax was stuck to the ear canal. This one wasn't as much of an issue for the patient, but I just thought, you know, I'll just take this out. You know, there's a bit in there. Patient was hearing absolutely fine, but there wasn't.
As I saw that first bit lift, I was like, oh, this is going to be tough.
I know, this is going to have to be a standard size tube, but we've got a relatively good grip here now. Looking at this, actually, the ear canals are not much different.
No,
to be
there
fair.
isn't much of a difference. It's difficult because you've got that thin keratin layer that's flicked up in front of it. So as you're trying to pull the plug, that keratin layer is hanging on in there, isn't it? Yeah. It's not allowing you to get the best grip there.
I'm just kind of waiting for that solid suction grip so I can start moving this. So I'm peeling it off the ear canal because that's what's happening at the moment. Is this is holding on to that ear canal on the left side. Here it comes.
There it goes. Look at that. Not massive, but I think that to me looked a little bit more problematic than the other side.
Oh, I thought I went in a bit deeper there on that one. I must have not caught that one.
So we are 1.5 inches.
3.5 centimeters ish. And this is the lovely patient that came and attended with me again. No, this lovely lady, fair play. She came through. I was actually really excited to get this done, to be fair. It's been a long old time since she'd had wax removal. Now, it's been about 10 years-ish, 10 years plush. Plush? 10 years plush.
Much money, Penny.
That's Sean Connery. 10 years plus. Irrigation was the last method, and you can see we just had these little like kind of soft plugs of wax near the entrance. This one again didn't look like there was as much, but there was actually probably more in this one that came out than the other side.
It looks like it goes back further.
Yeah, I actually said to the patient, I said, oh, this one doesn't look too bad. You know, I can see a bit of the eardrum around the side of the wax. The other one, I couldn't really see much of it. But as I was trying to take this away, I thought, this is holding on. what's going on here?
Was that expected?
Yeah, yeah. So I could see, you know, sort of just how dry it was as well. The patient has used oil, but this is very, very old wax, and you'll see by the colour of it on the ruler shot afterwards. Well, you can see it here as well. It's quite a dark wax. Patient was surprised on the colour of it as well. It's nothing to worry about if you see, you know, wax coming out and it's very dark, like ebony or black. That actually is normal. It just might be a sign of really, really old wax or just naturally dark wax. But if it's very, very old, it's usually very, very crispy as well.
Crispy.
Dry and crispy.
Dry and crispy wax.
But yeah, plugs come out quite nicely there. We're just going to do a little bit of tidying up here now, getting these little softer pieces away. And there we go. Put a bit of a bend going down to
that's
the
quite an angle there, isn't it?
Yeah, two nice little plugs in, nothing too difficult, which was nice to see, because I feel like also sort of had recently is really tricky ones.
You've done really bad ones.
So what's that? Just I'd probably say about 1.75 centimeters.
I'm going to go just over an inch. No, not just over half an inch. I'm going to go on that one. Yeah. So this is my patient, guys, and this was not so much a hearing problem. You can see here that we've got a really good view of the eardrum, but this patient was getting an insane amount of itching in their ear canal. Now that's because we've got this sort of sticky wax plug, a little bit harder at the back end there, and it's right on the outside edge. So as the jaw's moving, this outer portion of the ear canal flexing, and you could feel this wax rubbing, and first of all, it didn't look like a tremendous amount, okay? And the fine end I put on here, I thought, oh, this is just gonna lift up really easily. But there's a bit of a quirk to the anatomy in this ear canal, and as you look in, the ear canal dips down, so it's actually a bigger plug than I originally thought it was going to be. So we're just taking this way, and this is the standard size on the tube now, but it looked like this part of the ear canal was flat. But when I start to lift it, and I did actually say to the patient, oh, actually, this surprised me how much wax is in here, because I didn't think it was this much. Yeah, what's going on there? But you can see as we lift this up now, I do lift it up. Hang on, I'm ahead of myself here.
There you go.
See how it kind of dips down, and you know that drier section was also resting against that little bump there on the left-hand side. See how it kind of drops in. Yeah. So yeah, a bit more of an unusual ear canal, that one, and you know, even now after doing our job for God knows how many years between the two of us, you still come across stuff that surprises you every day, didn't you? Oh no, it won't be like every day, every couple of days.
Because it doesn't come around like every single day.
No,
it's like it's quite few and far in between when we see things like this, where you know, the ear canal is a bit bumpy, or the anatomy is like a little bit different. Yeah, we don't see it very often, so it's still, we see it and we're like,
yeah, to ourselves. Yeah, we don't sit there with the side of the patient going, whoa, that is so weird. In our heads we do, but you know, not verbally we don't. Well, guys, that is 3/4 of an inch again.
So we're just over the 2 centimeter mark.
Oh, mixing it up. Mixing it up. Right, yeah, guys, thanks again for watching our videos today. If you do enjoy the videos, you can always like, heart, share, follow, and subscribe for us. And if you really enjoy the videos, you can also become members of the channel and watch even more earwax removal videos that non-members don't get to see, unfortunately. But there we are. But
and extra lives too.
And extra lives, yes, we do get extra lives. And speaking of lives, there is going to be one coming up real soon. I think it's week after next week. Yes, next week. So you'll have more lives next week as well. But as always, guys, take care of yourselves.
Take care of your ears.
And take care of one another. And we shall see you again real soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye.